Alright, hey there everybody, just inside now after the Cat delete pipes I got installed. What is this still doing here? I'll pick that up later. But after the Cat deletes are installed, no cats, the 93 octane tune right here on my Bama tuner, just threw that on. Everything seems to be leak free for now after I fixed it around the first time. Fixed it, added some gasket sealant, that kind of stuff. Aligned the H pipe a little bit better, redid my Corsa Sport quad tip mufflers in the back, were a little off after it, did that. I have the mic inside the car with me right now. This is what this thing is, and I have it up here right in the top, just in the area. If you were a passenger in the car, this is what it would sound like. So basically it's catless stock H pipe and then Corsa Sport quad tip GT500 axle backs. So we're gonna go through here, and this is warm startup now because I did have it running when I backed it out and I drove not that long ago. So this is warm start. Actually, I'll go windows shut for this. It's kind of windy out. And right off the bat here, it's idling about 1,000 until it drops down. But even now, not much louder than it was before. A little bit grumblier. But if you dip into the throttle here, definitely much, it does get a little raspier, but these mufflers do a good job of taming that down. But see, now it's kind of like before. To get that kind of a sound, I would have to go 100% full throttle, and I wouldn't even get that loud of a sound, but it would be that type of a sound. And now I just have to go about 20% throttle, and it has that sound. Much faster throttle response too. So much better throttle response there. We're gonna see here. Reverse her up. Let's go. See what this thing's got. See, I'm just cruising around now. It's accelerating slowly, no difference at all. Couldn't tell, which is great. That's just what I wanted. A little bit louder, but when you're cruising around, almost the same volume, but when you get into it, man, I want this thing to release hell. Release the Kraken.
GPS signal acquired.
Thank you. That gets annoying. I can probably turn that off somehow. So you're just accelerating slowly now. Little bit of sound, a little bit more than before, but not much at all. And then look at fourth gear right now, 1900 RPM. I'm at about 32, 33 miles an hour, and getting the throttle a little bit. Not much difference, which is awesome. But if I dip into it here, the traction kicks in. But I mean, it starts to get loud in a hurry. So basically, to recap what I said in a previous video, the reason I went with just the cat leads, I know it's not much more to add, either an H pipe or an X pipe with it. You buy them together and it's cheaper, but I don't know which way I want to go with it now. And it's just cheap to get cat deletes and use the stock H pipe, because you're not, most of the horsepower you're going to gain, just about all of it you're going to gain, is from deleting the cats. I mean, if you put an X pipe on there, sure, you might get a 1, 2, maybe 3 horsepower way up top in the power band, but you lose some torque down low. But I mean, basically it's all done with the cat delete. So I wanted to start there and then decide if I wanted to go X pipe later. Alright, so this is windows down here. We'll see how it sounds now. Definitely a little barkier, just normal acceleration. She screams. Slow down here. Holy crap, that was 70 already. Yikes. That was fourth gear, by the way. Or no, it was it third. I don't remember. Here, we'll roll down the window now and roll that one down a little bit. see if we can get a little outside. See, it still retains the muscly car sound. That's what I like about H-Pipe. It's still muscly sounding, but it's not, you know, X-Pipe scariness. Holy cow, but it barks once you get on it, man. She will bark. Ooga. Yep, definitely a little louder. Now I'm just gonna sit here in the third and see what it's like. Sounds musclier all around. It's a little bit, I was thinking if I stuck with the H-Pipe it'd be a little bit deeper tone. I mean, it does get a little bit higher pitch now, which I'm not a big fan of. But yeah, throttle response is there, definitely a little bit better with that. I mean, and I know, I know people can get fooled by exhaust mods and, you know, their butt dyno, what it proves or not, but some people think, you know, oh yeah, I got, you know, at least 10-15 horsepower out of this, but really it's just I mean, it's just when the cars make a lot more noise and it's more violent, you think it's got more power. So with this one though, I mean, I can definitely feel a little more. I mean, I can tell normally about how far it shoves me back in the seat. We get used to that when you put it down, how far it shoves you back in the seat, and it is pulling a little harder. I mean, what that translates into with horsepower, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna make a guess here now. This is gonna be pretty nuts. I'm gonna go. I think about 10 horsepower. I would say about 10. It feels like now. I mean, it feels like it's definitely in the mid RPM is where it picked most of it up, because low RPMs it doesn't feel like it gained much there, if anything. It may have lost some, I don't know, without the restrictions being, the cats being there for the low RPM, I don't know. But it feels like it may have lost a tad there, but I mean when you're gonna be gunning the crap out of it, you're not gonna be gunning it from like 1500 RPM. So, but anyway, I mean, once it gets up to about 25 to 3000 RPM, from there on it pulls way harder than it did before. I mean, it puts me back harder into my seat, so that's a good thing. But otherwise now we're cruising here. I'm at 61. 6th gear, about 1800 RPM, 1900, and can't tell a difference at all as what it was from what it was before. Even when I get into it in 6, where the drone gets scary, 2000 RPM, 21, 22, nothing. No drone at all. That's why I love Corsas. I mean, a lot of other companies say there's no drone and stuff, but this takes it to another level of there being no drone. Because holy crap, there's nothing right now. It's crazy. Let's try a little rev matching downshifts here. Ooh, that does sound a lot more popping. Oh yeah. Try a little heel toe. Perfect. Sounds nice. Let's get on it. Exactly like I just said, it picked up in the mid RPM, it picked up a lot of power there. I wouldn't say a lot of power, but it picked up a good amount of power mid RPM, right in that window. Low RPM, not much difference at all. Higher RPM, not much difference at all. Again, you know, I mean, that's where maybe an X-Pipe would pick up a little bit more power, upper RPM. But I don't have a Boss manifold or anything like that, so past, I think, on that dyno run I did a couple months ago, I think the guy said 6600 is where the peak is. After that it falls off, so that's usually where I'm shifting anyway, 6600. After that you can spin it out all the way. You don't lose a ton of power past that point. I mean, it drops off, but nothing like a turbocharge, you know, like my Focus ST, where it hit, you know, 5055 RPM and then boom, you know, you got no power after that. It went down to like something like 200 horsepower after, you know, the little turbo ran out of gas. But It does drop off, not a ton though after then, but so you can, if you want to wind it up to $7,000, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it. It's just fine. It's just you're not going to have a ton of power past that. But yep, again, 60 miles an hour now. Nice and quiet. Even got a nice third gear chirp on the when I was flooring it there. Was that a fourth gear? Second? I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at it. There we go. So right now it's 78 degrees out. Gorgeous day. Storms rolling in here. Later on today there's supposed to be tons of storms and you can feel it. Earlier this morning it was gorgeous out. Mid 60s, high 60s. Nice and windy, cloudy, perfect day for me at least. I don't like the sunshine so much. Perfect day. Now it's starting to get humid, rolling in. You can feel something's coming. So storms later, that'll be fun. And yep, just what I wanted now. 60 miles an hour. I can turn on the radio, have a conversation with somebody, no different at all. See if my I'll have to check my miles per gallon after this and see if it went up at all, if any. It'll take me probably a while to report on that because I'll want to get into the throttle so much more now. Hear this thing scream. Oh, I forgot, I brought a can of, I haven't tried live wire in forever. Picked up a 12-pack of it the other day. It's man, I really do like it. I mean, I used to not like it at all because it was so bland. You know, another orange pop. Who gives a crap? But it's not bad at all. Okay, for this next one, I think I'm going to do windows down a little bit. Windows down here and roll that one down a tad. See if we can get any sound from outside instead of just wind. That sound. The heel towing because it's fun. 30 miles an hour.